Have we ever wondered why our legs seem to grow weaker over time, even when we're eating well and not dealing with any major illness? It's not always just about age. Sometimes, it's because our muscles and nervous system are missing certain building blocks that are essential for maintaining strength. What's surprising is that up to 99% of older adults have no idea that simply adding 3 key nutrients can make a remarkable difference, helping legs feel stronger, reducing fatigue, shakiness, and that loss of power when getting up from a chair. In today's video, explore 3 proven nutrients that science has shown can protect and restore muscle strength in older adults. These are not exotic or hard-to-find items. They can easily be included in our daily meals in simple, safe ways. If we want our legs to stay strong for many more years, this is a conversation worth staying for until the very end. Before we begin, make sure to support the channel. Share this video with friends or family who are struggling with leg weakness, and subscribe so you won't miss future content designed to keep older adults healthy and active. Now, let's get started. 1. Vitamin D. When we think about muscle health, many of us focus on exercise or eating enough protein, but we often overlook one crucial factor: vitamin D. This is not a nutrient where you notice a big difference overnight, but over time, a deficiency can noticeably weaken your legs. In fact, for someone lacking it, even standing up from a chair can start to feel like a challenge. Vitamin D is not just for strong bones. It also acts as a messenger, making sure your muscles receive and respond to the right signals from the brain. When vitamin D levels in the blood are low, muscle fibers can't coordinate smoothly, reaction time slows down, and overall strength declines. For older adults, this is especially concerning because it raises the risk of trips, falls, and fractures, some of the biggest threats to maintaining independence. Research has consistently shown that older adults with adequate vitamin D tend to have better muscle strength and more stable balance. This is partly because vitamin D directly affects fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones we rely on to react quickly when we lose balance or need to take a sudden step. Without enough vitamin D, these fibers gradually shrink, making us slower and less responsive without even realizing it. The best source of vitamin D is still sunlight. However, as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D, even with the same amount of sun exposure we had in younger years. On top of that, many older adults go outside less often or cover up more when they do, leading to a significant drop in vitamin D levels. That's why getting it from food becomes so important. Foods naturally rich in vitamin D include fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines, as well as egg yolks and certain mushrooms. If we prefer milk, plant-based milk, or other dairy alternatives, it's best to choose ones fortified with vitamin D. For those who don't enjoy fish or eggs, a fortified breakfast cereal can also be a convenient option. One important point is that vitamin D is fat-soluble, which means it's best absorbed when eaten with a bit of healthy fat, such as extra virgin olive oil or flaxseed oil. It's a small detail, but it makes a big difference in how much vitamin D our body can use. Keeping vitamin D at healthy levels isn't just about bone strength. It's also about helping our muscles stay strong, keeping our reflexes sharp, and ensuring our legs remain steady well into our later years. In many ways, it's like a natural health insurance we can maintain for life. 2. HMB combined with vitamin D. Many people may have never heard of HMB, yet it plays a surprisingly important role in preventing muscle loss as we age. HMB, or beta-hydroxybeta-methylbutyrate, is a compound our body produces from leucine, an amino acid we get from protein-rich foods. What makes HMB unique is that it slows down muscle breakdown while also supporting the creation of new muscle fibers. It works by directly influencing the maintenance system of our muscles. Inside our body, every muscle fiber is in a constant balance between two processes, building and repairing on one side, breaking down and removing on the other. When we're young, these two processes are fairly balanced. But after the age of 60, the breakdown process starts to outpace the building process, leading to gradual muscle loss. HMB can inhibit certain enzymes involved in breaking down muscle protein, while also activating pathways that increase new protein production. In simpler terms, it slows the loss while encouraging the replacement. Once we reach 60 and beyond, our bodies lose muscle at a faster rate, even if our diet stays the same. This age-related muscle decline, known as sarcopenia, can be especially damaging because even a few days of bed rest from illness or injury can cause a noticeable drop in muscle mass that is very hard to regain. HMB acts as a kind of shield, slowing this decline and helping muscles keep their size and strength for longer. What's even more interesting is that when HMB is combined with vitamin D, the muscle-preserving effect in older adults becomes even stronger. Vitamin D helps muscles respond better to movement signals from the brain, while HMB directly protects the muscle fibers themselves. Studies have shown that this combination can improve leg strength, walking ability, and even lower the risk of falls in adults over 65. So how do we get HMB in reality? The amount of HMB from food is quite small. Our bodies only produce a little of it when we eat leucine-rich foods like chicken, fish, eggs, or beans. For older adults, especially those already showing signs of muscle weakness, some experts suggest getting HMB from specialized nutritional supplements, ideally paired with vitamin D for maximum benefit. To get the most out of it, we should aim for meals that are both protein-rich and provide enough vitamin D each day. For example, a breakfast with egg, mushrooms, a slice of whole grain bread, and a glass of vitamin D-fortified milk will supply leucine for HMB production and the vitamin D needed for muscle function. It's important to remember that HMB is not a quick fix that makes muscles stronger in just a few days. Instead, it's a safe, steady support that works best when combined with regular physical activity and a healthy diet. Over time, it can help keep our legs steady, maintain flexibility, and preserve the independence we value in daily life. 3. Omega-3. When people hear about omega-3, most immediately think of its benefits for the heart. But this healthy fat also plays a significant role in muscle strength, mobility, and even recovery speed after injury in older adults. Omega-3, especially its two main forms, EPA and DHA, acts like a natural anti-inflammatory for the body. As we age, our muscles and joints are often under a constant, low-grade inflammation. This kind of inflammation doesn't cause sharp pain right away, but it slowly breaks down muscle structure and slows how quickly the nervous system can send signals to the muscles. If we imagine the body as a machine, inflammation is like a layer of rust that builds up, making the parts work less smoothly. Omega-3 works like a lubricant that helps remove that rust, so the muscles and joints can move more freely. Beyond fighting inflammation, omega-3 also improves how sensitive our muscles are to signals from insulin and growth hormones, which are essential for building muscle protein. One study found that when omega-3 was combined with strength training, older adults gained more lean muscle mass and leg strength compared to those who did not take it. There's also an indirect benefit for the nervous system that controls our muscles. DHA is an important building block for nerve cell membranes, helping signals travel quickly and accurately from the brain to the leg muscles. This means better reaction time when walking, climbing stairs, or maintaining balance. The richest sources of omega-3 come from fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, or from purified fish oil. For those who don't eat fish often, plant sources like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts provide ALA, a plant-based form of omega-3 that the body can partially convert to EPA and DHA, though the conversion rate is low. It's important to remember that omega-3 is not something you can get enough of by just taking a few pills for a week. To reduce inflammation and protect muscles and joints, you need to maintain a steady intake for at least several months, while also following a protein-rich diet and staying active. Eating fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week or using a reliable supplement source allows the body to gradually build up enough omega-3 to make a difference. When we combine all 3 vitamin D, HMB, and omega-3, we're covering every side of muscle health, building new muscle, preventing muscle loss, reducing inflammation, and improving mobility. This is a sustainable strategy that keeps our legs strong, lowers the risk of falls, and helps us maintain our independence for longer. Looking back at what we've explored today, it's clear that leg strength after 60 isn't just about exercise. It's also about how we nourish our bodies from within. Vitamin D helps muscles coordinate smoothly with the nervous system. HMB protects lean muscle and supports recovery, and omega-3 fights the slow, silent inflammation that wears down joints and muscle tissue. The best part is that these nutrients don't work in isolation. They support each other, forming a solid defense system for strength, balance, and flexibility. And we don't need strong medications or complicated treatments to get them. They can come from familiar foods or high-quality supplements, combined with regular movement. When we understand exactly how each nutrient works, we see that taking care of our legs isn't complicated. With steady habits, every meal and every step can become part of our long-term protection plan. If you found today's information helpful, share it so others can also learn how to keep their legs strong. Which of these 3 nutrients do you think you need the most right now? Leave a comment, and let's figure out the best plan for you together.